solution. Step 1, we're going to start by doing a graph of the related equation. This is an inequality y less than 5x, so we're going to do a graph of the related equation y equals 5x. Okay, so let's do that. We have our y-axis, we have our x-axis. Let's mark some points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the negative direction, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. In the positive y direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the negative y direction, -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. To graph this, let's make a table, xy, where y is equal to 5 times x, and we'll come up with some ordered pairs. Now we know it's going to be a straight line because the highest power on the variable is the first power on x and y. So we just need 2 points and we'll connect them together with a straight line. 5 times 0, that's just equal to 0. That gives me the ordered pair 0, 0. Let's graph that point. The next point, let's choose any value for x. Let's choose 1. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 5 times 1. 5 times 1 is equal to 5. So that gives us our second ordered pair, which is 1 for the x-coordinate, 5 for the y-coordinate. Now, you could do more points, but 2 are enough. Let's graph that point. 1 and up to 5 is about right there. 2 is enough because we know this is going to be a straight line. Now, I want to make a comment here for step 2. Make a dotted graph. Not solid, but a dotted graph. And why are we doing that? Because the given inequality y less than 5x does not include the equal sign. If it had been y less than or equal to 5x, I would do a solid line, but this is just less than, not less than or equal. It's less than, so we're going to have to do a dotted graph on this for this line. I'll try to make that as straight as I can. Okay, there's my line. Now let's do step 3. Step 3 is really important. You can't skip this test, especially this step on a test. It's very important. We are going to test a point. Test point. Now you need to identify which point you're testing. You can test any point that lives off the graph. Okay, so you choose any point. I'm going to choose xy. Well, usually I choose 0, 0, but 0, 0 is not available because the graph passes right through that point. The point 0, 0 doesn't live off the graph, so I have to choose some other point. I don't know, let me choose 2, 2. That point lives here. I'll put a little circle around there to indicate that's my test point. That's the ordered pair, x equals 2, y equals 2. Now how do you test it? Write the given inequality, y less than 5x, not equal. We're doing the y less than 5x. That's what we're trying to graph the solutions to. Now plug in 2 in place of y. Make the inequality sign in a question. Is it less than? The other side 5 times. Plug in x equals 2 since we chose the ordered pair 2, 2. So this is 2. This side is 10. And the question is 2 less than 10? And the answer is yes, 2 is less than 10. All right? So the theory is if the test point satisfies the inequality on one side of the inequality of the dotted line of the graph, whatever the graph is, in this type of problem, if the single point satisfies the inequality, then all the points on that side satisfy the inequality. So we should shade the same side as the test point. Now, if it failed to satisfy the inequality, that particular point, we would shade the opposite side. But since this one didn't fail, we're shading the same side as the inequality, as the test point. So shade everything on this side of the dotted line. Now what this indicates is that every ordered pair that lives in this shaded region on this side of the dotted line, every point there satisfies the inequality. That's every xy living in the shaded region satisfies the inequality. And we're finished.